Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Welcome back to OCW Riot. We are here for the main event. I am back. Speaker guy Yake back in the booth with one of my favorite friends in all of OCW. I am here with Angus McGuillicutty.
Your name isn't Yake. And my name isn't McGuillicutty. And this man's name is Russ Cohle, and he's taking on the undisputed champion, Doc Green.
Two undisputed champions, each in their own division. The world champion, of course, the grandest prize in all of OCW, around Doc Green's waist, and the undisputed tag team championship around the waist of one Russ Cohle.
Both men coming off some iffy momentum these past few weeks. Russ Cohle suffering a close competitive loss to Rex, and Doc Green getting abandoned by his tag team partner Harvey Ocean and left to a vicious 2-on-1 from Court Marshall and B17. So both men trying to take another win back in their columns tonight.
It has been a tumultuous few weeks for Russ Cohle and Doc Green since their wins at Resolution 13.
Absolutely. It's been a tumultuous career for both these men. They both proved they can stand the test. Once competitors in that tag team division, and now couldn't be further apart, and here they are in the ring. Light heavyweight versus light heavyweight.
Excuse me, that's Russ Cohle heavyweight. That man clocks in at a clean 257. Doc Green, though, you are absolutely right. One of the smaller competitors, one of the smaller guys to ever hold that World Heavyweight Championship. He's here to prove he deserves it. Not a lot is known as to what's going to happen at Consequence with Doc Green. I think we do know that CQC will defend their titles, but it's kind of up in the air at the moment for the World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just gotta say, Russ Cohle looks so small compared to his giant refrigerator of a tag team partner, Quartz, that I just mentally assign him as a light heavyweight, despite being a big man himself.
Fair enough. Fair play is fair play. Ted is your official. Let's get this Riot main event underway. Doc Green doesn't want to waste any time going right to the strikes.
Because who knows, B17 could be up and out behind him, Court Marshall could be there, Harvey Ocean, he's made a lot of enemies just by holding that title. So he's got to have eyes in the back of his head.
Russ Cohle must have been listening to you on that initial sequence as he did not go down from the flurry of strikes of Doc Green, and now he is putting it to the world champion.
Stomping a mud hole, using his trademark aggression, a series of strikes. Of course, Doc Green pretty fast too, so we expect a high-paced start as both men try to wear each other down quickly.
As you mentioned here, Russ Cohle looking to bounce back from his loss in the Turmoil main event to Rex, kind of overshadowed by the fact that the legendary Paul Pugh made his return just moments later. But Russ Cohle, he could really use this win. This would be, I think, his third or fourth win in his career against Doc Green. Not a bad resume.
Certainly not. Of course, this isn't quite the same Doc Green, and he might have more of a downturn in his momentum coming off that tag match. He suffered a real beatdown there, and it's got to be demoralizing to get abandoned by someone you thought you could trust and get left out there and double teamed like that when you know you have no chance. Here's a cover.
Huge clothesline there from Doc Green, taking down Rust VP Russ Cohle. And yeah, as you mentioned, being abandoned by a tag team partner in an impromptu main event, not unfamiliar territory for Doc Green. The same thing happened just before Resolution with B17.
Yep, certainly not a lucky man when it comes to tag teams, but honestly, who is in OCW? It even almost happened to Russ Cohle, but so far CQC seem to be one of the only cogent tag teams, along with the Uncrowned.
Right now, it's been a back-and-forth battle. That big pop-up punch, the fastball from Russ Cohle. They do like baseball in France, Angus.
I like baseball everywhere. It's the most American sport, don't you know? Besides football and wrestling. Both of those have more concussions than baseball, but...
Not a whole lot of USA chants here in Madison Square Garden. The Frenchman versus the wily Brit, Doc Green. Russ Cohle in full control right now.
I mean, these people aren't very smart. I'd almost expect them to chant USA, USA when two foreigners are in the ring.
How dare you
Big
insult
chop
the
block.
OCW crowd.
I think I have a point.
Big kick to the midsection here. Oh boy, an adjusted Michelle Obama. Down goes Doc Green, the pin. pulling that leg up away from the rope. No rookie mistakes from Russ Cohle. Still in
barely
control.
away from the ropes. Ref wasn't really looking close, but I guess he doesn't want to get down on those bad knees, suffering all those collisions recently.
Ted has been through many wars, just as Doc Green and Russ Cohle have. This has been a show of new stars in OCW, and this main event speaks to that completely. Doc Green, the first recognized rookie world champion, and Russ Cohle, of course, very good in his own right, but Doc Green showing why he is the world champion, once again bouncing off the ropes. Big clothesline. Not enough!
Jumping right over that sweep and giving him the wag to the finger to say, I'm wise to your tricks.
And Doc Green, after the clothesline didn't do it, decided to take matters into the DDT's hands. Full frontal facer! A Doc Green signature. Down goes Russ Cohle. But he was able to get his hand under the rope, Angus.
Very close there. Very important. Didn't have to waste the energy kicking out there. All important to conserve the energy, to conserve the momentum. It looks like Doc Green's starting to take it to Russ Cohle. He's just slowly starting to lose ground, just like he did against Rex.
And we saw what Doc Green has been able to do in his young career. He seems to have learned a thing or two from the likes of Paul Pugh and Tiberius Dupree. Russ Cohle not watching the drop kick there as Doc Green looks to go right back to that same well with the strikes.
He gets tossed over, right over the head. That's the strength of Russ Cohle.
More
Russ
strength
right back
now.
in the ring.
Yeah, Drow, man, pulling him by his dreadlocks over the top rope with a clubbing blow to the back.
Pulling him by his brain? I don't think he can reach in that deep. I don't care how strong he is.
Nice Hurricane Rana counter from Doc Green, one half of the uncrowned Your World's heavyweight champion. Dueling with Russ Cohle right now. Kitchen sink into the corner. I don't think that's going to be enough, but you never know in the land of OCW. The cover, Ted. Just a 2 count.
But speaking of grabbing by the brain, I think Gray Matter is going to be the deciding factor in this matchup. Both men very skilled, very talented, very fast, and very aggressive with their strikes. I think it's really going to come down to strategy. You know, who can maintain the stamina? Oh, and catches another drop kick. Who can maintain the presence of mind to take advantage when the situation comes up?
Speaking of strategy, Doc Green utilizing that drop kick very well. The buckshot clothesline out of nowhere. Doc Green got him with the
right there.
Doc Green got him with the full frontal facer, but Russ Cohle counters in a big-time fashion. With the buckshot clothesline, only a 1 count. He can't believe it, and neither can I.
Oh, looked like he took his head off right there, but still clearly attached the shoulders somehow through sheer British willpower. Attached with the glue of biscuits and tea and
One more drop kick for Doc Green. Taking down Russ Cohle, who thought he had enough time to play to the crowd there. Wow, big AC Cobra like Enziguri to the back of the head of Russ Cohle.
AC Cobra, not following up with a pin. Possible tactical mistake on the part of Doc Green.
The Southern Lights suplex. Russ Cohle has made it his own over the last 2 seasons. And right now he's got kind of an uphill battle against Doc Green, who is showing that quickness is very strong when utilized correctly. Another full frontal facer. Down goes Russ Cohle.
Russ might be in trouble now. He's going up top. Not banking on getting a pin, banking on getting him stunned.
Doc Green, man, a Phoenix splash. Here's the cover. Is it going to be enough?
That was a close 2 count.
Just barely getting his shoulder off the mat there.
Yeah, Russ definitely in trouble, but he has a chance to make his momentum back. He's not quite out of the fight yet. Ooh, and a big back elbow.
Russ VP has made a living over the past few months, really carrying CQC on his shoulders. Right now, he looks to take down Doc Green. This would be a huge win going into consequences for one half of CQC.
Absolutely. Nothing says the effectiveness of the tag team so much as proving you can hang with the world champ in the ring. You know, it's often a reputation of tag teams that, you know, both members together are strong, but individually they have problems, but not so for CQC. Both men very successful in singles competition, same with Uncrowned. You see a lot of parallels between the two teams who once hated each other.
It seems like so long ago that we saw CQC and the Uncrowned at each other's throats in the ring, backstage, what have you. Russ Cohle not going to take any risks on the outside of the Riot ring. He's going to throw his opponent right back into the center.
And so far it's been a hotly contested but fairly gentlemanly match. Oh! Another face buster.
You can only be so kind in the squared circle, Angus. Russ Cohle prodding Doc Green to his feet. Perhaps calling for the finish. Off the ropes goes Russ Cohle. Another buckshot clothesline.
Another. Looks like Doc might have had time to get out of the way, but not quite. A bit dazed.
Still reeling from that very creative offensive maneuver from Russ Cohle just a few moments ago.
I still imagine a kick out at one, possibly on instinct.
Green now back to his feet, going right at Russ Cohle, not wasting any time. Let's see what he has in mind here. Going to pull Russ Cohle into the ring. Oh, what a dangerous-looking DDT, dropping the Frenchman on his head.
Gonna go for the pin after that one to be smart. Oh! Looks like he might have been signaling for that JJE, but Russ Cohle making a tactical decision to get out of dodge. And Green not wanting to let up the momentum. Oh, Russ getting back in the ring.
Russ Cohle has been around the block a few times. He knows a JJE signal when it's coming. Wow, what a clothesline, taking down both men. The momentum of Doc Green taking himself down. JJE being called on once again.
No.
Angus!
You may have only escaped it for so long.
Judge, jury, executioner! The world champion delivers a bone-shattering kick to the side of the head of Russ Cohle, and Doc Green is your winner.
He tried, but he couldn't get away. You can run, but you can't hide from the JJE.
And once again, Doc Green holds his hands high. That's not the only thing. He holds the World Championship high as somebody looks to take him down. At consequence, Summerside wins this reign going to end. Doc Green impressing the fans worldwide in this main event.
Somebody, it might take everybody.
Once again, Doc Green, very pleased with himself. Russ Cohle back to his feet. Is this going to be an assault again?
I don't think so. I think it's gotta be a handshake. Oh, gentlemanly conduct. We love that here.
Russ Cohle turning a page in his career. No back attacks. Doc Green and Russ Cohle shaking hands after what was a fantastic main event. That's going to do it for us here in the booth. We will see you for Turmoil.